Hi friends, till now you would have watched my videos on various leadership qualities, and today I am going to talk about another real life case. As you all know, the true measure of a company's success lies not merely in its products, services, or profits, but in the commitment and contributions of its employees. People are the foundation of progress, and it is essential to cultivate an environment where every individual is empowered to perform, excel, and thrive. However, who is responsible for creating such an environment? Is it the employee, the supervisor, the manager, or the CEO? The answer is clear. It begins at the top. Leadership sets the tone. The CEO or the president of an organization bears the responsibility of defining the vision and mission and translating them into both long term and short term strategic goals, and must model the culture that is expected throughout the organization. A results driven, inclusive, and empowering workplace culture must be built on the pillars of transparency, credibility, humility, and trust, regardless of an individual's nationality, language, gender, religion, or background. Performance and results should be the only parameters of differentiation. Creating this culture is not a one time event. It requires consistent action, reinforcement, and alignment at all levels. General managers, department heads, and supervisors play a crucial role in translating leadership vision into everyday behavior, ensuring the message is not only communicated but embodied in all corners of the company. Clarity in roles, responsibilities, and key result areas, backed by training, support, and encouragement, is fundamental to empowering employees. Supervisors must ensure the timely execution of tasks. Nonetheless, every employee must bring initiative, innovation, and commitment to exceed expectations and add value to the organization. This kind of culture, whether embedded over time or launched as a strategic employee engagement initiative, leads to higher retention, satisfaction, productivity, and pride in one's work. And sometimes it reveals extraordinary examples of leadership from the most unexpected places. Such an atmosphere will always ensure the company stays ahead in the business in this competitive world. The example below illustrates the creation of an employee engagement culture and its impact. The factory manager's search for a cleaner of a manufacturing unit was in vain when he assembled all the 350 highly efficient workers of different nationalities on the shop floor to ascertain their interest in filling this position. The job involved cleaning the office and the open areas of the factory, apart from a dozen toilets twice a day, a full-time, laborious cleaning job which cannot be ignored, and hence it is very important. There was total silence from the workers, and it appeared that nobody was interested. However, a few minutes later, only one worker, Haridas, came forward, but there was a smile on the faces of other workers. Yes, he is Haridas. The CEO, who was on the shop floor of the factory, saw the assembly of workers and decided to be a part of the exercise. Within a short span of time, the cleaner made a mark, as some of the managers commented that the toilets nowadays sparkle and the office area was so clean that it projected a better image of the company since there were many visitors on a daily basis. The factory manager noticed his commitment, enthusiasm, and dedication as he had always seen the cleaner at work. The group, which had 25 companies under its umbrella, including this company in which Haridas was working, decided to select the best employee of the year from the blue collar workers by a panel of judges not connected with any of the companies. Though every company nominated their best tailors, carpenters, electricians, machine operators, painters, drivers, etc., this company nominated the same cleaner. This move by the CEO surprised every worker in the organization. Was there any message for other workers or managers? We will come to know about it at the end of the video. Every nominated employee from other companies read out their contribution from the script, which was very interesting. As luck would have it, the cleaner's name card was the last to be drawn, and he also started to read from the script in front of the gathering of executives and his colleagues. Suddenly, he folded the script and started speaking extempore. The CEO, who was present, along with the factory manager and others, including the judges, were surprised. Yet, the cleaner continued. "I may not win today," he said. "However, I want my sons to grow up and become leaders like our CEO, who treats everyone with respect. Some call me a toilet cleaner and look down on me. Yet, I chose this job with pride. I once skipped my lunch to clean the restroom before a group of overseas visitors arrived because I knew the impact this may have on our image and how they would view our company. That's my contribution." He looked in the direction of his CEO and said, "Today I might let you down, though you had immense confidence in me. However, I assure you that I will continue to do my job with utmost sincerity and dedication. Thank you very much for nominating me." And he concluded his talk. The judges took over the center stage and started announcing the winners. The second and third prizes went to the painter and tailor, respectively, of another company. There was total silence before the announcement of the top award. The judge mentioned that the Best Employee of the Year award goes to the carpenter of another company who had created new product designs using his innovative skills, which had become very successful in the market. All the winners were appreciated and everyone thought the function was over. However, one of the judges said they are yet to conclude the event and remarked, "Though all the participants spoke very well about their achievements from the script, one employee spoke about his contribution from his heart, which was very impressive, and we could feel the extreme dedication, involvement, and passion of this worker." The judge announced, "The special award for the passionate worker goes to the cleaner who won our hearts and made all of us emotional." There was jubilation as the cleaner felt he had conquered Mount Everest and he won a huge cash award. With that amount, he bought and distributed sweets to all his colleagues in the factory and office, and he almost exhausted it. After a week, he was going on a vacation and needed somebody to do the same job. And this time, all the workers in the factory raised their hands. His passion had created a ripple effect. He hadn't just cleaned the factory, he had transformed its culture. What a change! Is this what the CEO had in mind when he nominated the cleaner? Yes, this is one of them. What else? Let's see. This story teaches that no job is menial if done with dignity and pride. Any work, regardless of the title or position, when performed with commitment, dedication, and passion, earns respect from colleagues, leaders, and even competitors. The true value of work comes from how it is done and not what it is called. You don't need a big role or fancy title to make a big impact. You just need heart, humility, and the courage to do what others overlook. This story reveals something deeper, that one person's mindset and behavior can change the culture of the entire workplace, and such a transformation can come from any level in the organization. When a cleaner can influence culture with his commitment and dedication on the shop floor, imagine the potential impact of every manager and the leader in the company. Perhaps this was the main message the CEO wanted to send to the entire organization when he nominated the cleaner for the award. A reminder that leadership is not confined to positions of authority but is defined by actions. Managers, therefore, carry a special responsibility. They need to be totally involved, understand their role, and train other employees not only to perform but excel, and their work should make an impact on their department. When an employee shines brighter, it is a reflection of a manager who empowered that employee to grow. And that is the kind of manager every employee aspires to work with. A manager who is not just a supervisor, but a guide, a mentor, and a coach. A leader who measures success not by personal achievement, but by the progress of his team. If every manager in a company embraced this mindset, imagine the culture that would emerge. A culture rooted in trust, learning, and excellence. A culture where people don't just work for the company, but work with the company. Because culture is not created by slogans on the wall, it is created by actions that come from the heart. By the way we lead, the way we respect others, and the way we take pride in our work. And when that culture takes hold, it becomes a major force, a company's greatest competitive advantage, and a driving force, loyalty and pride that no competitor can replicate. Thank you very much for watching this video, and look forward to my next video on yet another real life case. Thank you.